Hello and welcome back to another urban adventure, also known as the Terror Town. I don't know why this park would be called Terror Town unless they are referring to my fear that I've gotten for urban parks. In that case, it is a rightful reference. Else, I don't know, just another park, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, what we did last time was we barely got these two coasters up above the 6 in the ratings. Now, right now they look like they're pretty solid, but we had them at 5.3. So we got more than 1 point in terms of ratings added to them, which I consider to be a great feat. Now, before we... Oh my goodness, yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. We need to address some stuff here. That is like this handy dude for, yeah, this area. No. This handy dude for this area. Yeah. It's a bit difficult to assign all of this stuff, but I think you got it covered right now. Good, but that also means that we have some replacing to do. My goodness, look at it, man. It is just a nightmare. Broken benches everywhere. How could it have become so bad like that? Anyway, I also think that we want a handy dude there to keep like this bit clean here. Yeah, alright, that should also mean that we got like the majority covered. And is it just me or whoa, do we have, guys, we might have, yeah, there they are. Oh, look at that, guest 43. You are absolutely bonkers, so mad you are. Where are you? You are there. In the white shirt there. I'm not sure if we can see it even, but it might be me. Yeah, I think you are the one. Yeah, you don't see him having a red face or anything. But now I've been told that there is like a cheat for this, so let's see if this works. Wasn't it something like that? I don't know. Maybe it wasn't something like that. I thought it was this, and there's another one. Wow, guest 49 is also completely mad. Just give me a moment, and I'll look up the name because it has been told to me, but I forgot. So just give me a moment. All right, guys. I think I might have gotten it slightly wrong here. It should have been this. There. And that should have done the trick. You should be a happy... Yeah, look at that. Happiness, and you're still red-faced. Look at that. Do you want to go home still? I don't know. I don't get it, but let's also help out guest 49. Because I think you could also use like a little bit of help. Yeah, you're out. So we can basically rename you to that because you are already out anyway. But we need some. We're gonna cheat, guys. We're cheating. I mean, there we are. Have the happiness be like. Wait, didn't I just say like? Wait, what now? No, because we have like... Oh, so you can only do it once. Is that the deal here? Is that the deal? Let's see, if we unpause it, maybe... Yeah, chosen name is in use already, it says, which is not true, to be fair. Really? There you go. Now you should be happy again. only you still have the red face, but you are happy, so. Good, guys. It's a good thing we did the vandalism check, because without it, we would not have spotted these vandals. Now, if we update this again, do we still? Well, you're still very angry, but at the same time, you're pretty happy. Yeah, look, this is like really odd. Okay, I guess so. Anyway, you know what? Let's also get like another guest into the park. You know, one from the names list. We're gonna have you, Wouter, VH. And you have 55 game euro bucks with an average tolerance for rides and whatnot. Now, the thing is, as it currently stands with the park, I mean, we're making money, but at the same time, we're spending a lot. And that needs to change. Because we need to, adjust this coaster so that it will be 6+ in the ratings, and yeah, no, it still isn't. So there's that, and B, we have only one coaster ticked off with this soon to be ticked off. We need like an extra one. So if we take a look, we are still researching coasters like there's no tomorrow. We can get by like pretty easily, to be honest. You know, we only need like a 6 in the ratings. We don't need to go above and beyond. So that's not the intention here. However, look at this. This is like an inverted mouse coaster. And seeing how all we need is like 6 in the ratings. What I'm thinking of doing is maybe building like a few cheap-ass coasters. Just to get, you know, a bit more money in the pocket. Because currently we can't do any loaning any further. So it's a bit tight for money. You know what? To help out with that just a little bit, I think we should get this one. This is basically we can do this coaster and still have a decent coaster and also have like a good track design. So this is pretty doable. 3 in the way, it says. Come on. What? What do you mean it's not? Oh, it's too long. Do we need it this long? That's always the question. So, 12 tubs? 12 tubs. It says cars, but to be honest, there is nothing car-like to these tubs, but minor detail, I guess. Also, can you please be so kind to also take that for your part of the deal? Yeah, thank you. Okay, so entrance, exit. Yeah, we'll do it over here. And we'll first worry about the entrance itself, and then later on what we can always do is add the buildings that this park basically requires, right? Because this park does require buildings. Sorry to say, well, that's just the way it is. Just hold on a second. How am I exactly gonna fix this? Is there even a way to? I mean, we can do it like that. Oh, nice. That actually does work out. You walk back now, would ya, please? Please, guest. Don't be so stupid. Just get on the path. Thank you. Right. And we'll go like that. And we might even make like this the exit path there. Yeah, that might not be such a bad idea, to be honest. If we make this the exit path, you know, then we have room for path expansion over here. Do we really want that though? don't we just want like a line of... Guys, I'm getting a little bit sidetracked. You might have noticed this. But here's like... come on, game. Stop it with the trees. We've had enough. We've had our fair share of trees and all that madness in like the previous park. I don't need any more. Come on now. Look, this is pretty solid. We are already in the underground. And I would love to have this get out of the underground. Wait. What we're doing here isn't clever. This is actually clever. Let's just add like a big underground section to this coaster. So that we have like a ride that is rain-proof. That's a bit of a clever idea on my end, if I may say so myself. And then right now we're also lined up in a good way to... so we can go even further down. Is there much more further down? I mean, we only have one more left. I guess there is a further down to this. Wow. So we go to rock bottom, which was not really the expectation here. Now we will add a small building, just a small one, just enough to get us out of the underground, basically. I mean, we'll do the rest of the building later on. Let's go all the way up till height 16. Like I said, this does not need to be such crazy high shenanigans. And I would also really prefer it if I could get away with not having to remove too many trees. Because in all honesty, I cannot stand removing them. So, buildings, rides? Seems like a good idea, but if we do that, then I do need to... My goodness. Yeah, let's hug the park border here for a moment. And then go down. Alright guys, I feel like my hand is being forced here. I can't help it, I have to, you know. Sometimes it's not in our control. This is one of those moments. Like seriously, game. Oh, that was just that tree over there? Okay. Look at that, and we made it. I don't know how good this coaster will be. There is a chance that it's not actually 6. But with the budget that I have, I feel like we pretty much did not have any other choice. So, yeah, but I had to, is what it comes down to. And in terms of rides, we can get away with just a fixed mechanic here, I feel. And you should be trapped there. We will also need a handy dude, because where there is a coaster, it is always at least required to have a handy dude just burdened with the task of fixing the things. Now with the underground that we're traversing here, I hope that this is a 600 ratings, else we have another coaster to jack up the ratings of later on. That would be really bad if that turns out to be the case, but I don't think it's done with calculating yet. So what we'll do is we'll take an assumption on how things are gonna be, and oh look at that! It is actually good enough, which is great because that means that we can charge more money for this, and we shall open it up. This building and this one, we'll work on that in the future. Also, how is it in terms of... yeah, the queue time's only getting worse and worse, I can only imagine. It is good though, but yeah, let's not risk it here. We know that the queue time is terrible, basically. So, for some reason, in this urban park, we have a gorilla as an entertainer. You don't hear me asking questions about that. He is a gorilla. Damage Kong Gorilla Incorporated. Now, we need to give this a name. It's not such a bad design, you know. It's a bit a thing of its own, basically. Why don't we call this the Strip of Old? I mean, there's a kind of like a semi-casino-worthy looking thing, you know, with good old-fashioned wooden support. It's a bit of the AD movies, you know, where they build coasters into buildings. Not that I've been doing that at all, you know, just say it. And as for the color scheme, I want it to be a bit funky, you know, so... I don't know. Funky does not need to be... Wait, hold on a second. The aquapod hasn't been fixed? Really, is our mechanic... he is fixing it, but it says enough to me. We need an extra one. To me, that says it all once we get those messages. Yeah, I mean, I thought that this purple was for sports, and it is not, so... Let's fix that. Let's white supports, I don't know, black supports. Black supports do look okay-ish. This is doable. I like the gray in this, to be honest. I mean, these also look kind of okay. We could also make them really contrasty, but I kind of like this. This has a bit of a darker vibe over it, you know? Yeah, no, this is good. Right, next, we might want to change this coaster around. We have to at some point anyway, so we shall just close it. And, you know, if we are good tycoons, and that's what we are, we will leave these guests on their right, so the, you know, the damage is mitigated to only the guests in the queue. What we can do, though, think of it, is maybe add just a few bits and bobs of scenery over here. How do these look? Looks kinda okay-ish, don't you think? This one's even bigger. How does it look? Does not look good. Oh, and it's very expensive to remove. I should keep that in mind. Okay, yeah, so let us just focus on fixing up this coaster. So basically what we're gonna have to do is remove this and then say into the underground. And then let's do that with an easy terrain thingy, like that. Now we can get up here and then still have such a blazing pace that even this should be possible. And then, let's see here. Though that happens a little bit too low, so we should go up here. Up here. And then That's a bit too tight. I wanted to resurface and then get back, but maybe that's not within the cards. So, what is in the cards then? I mean, we don't need it to be all too fancy, I guess. A bit up. Remove the one tree. And I guess we're out there already. Now, how to get back? That's the real question. I mean, we're kind of heading for our fountain here. I hope I can make evasive maneuvers, but I fear I cannot. So this should, in theory, add more to the ratings. We'll open it up and we'll see how it works, right? That's usually the... Look at this. Now it's raining and the guests still want to go on it because apparently this coaster is actually rainproof. How good is that? Also, oh look, did you saw it jump to roller coaster? We're getting even more of them. Now what I was thinking is like maybe we should get like another one of the, like maybe the scrambler egg ride in here, you know? Then again, I don't think we need to build that many rides over here. I don't see this as like a park with a really high density of rides. So there we go. Look. And then what we'll do is we'll make a garden here. And for now we'll just leave it as is, you know, but we will have a simple fenced garden. Alright, looking good so far. Let us also get like maybe a ride over here. What we can do is perhaps expand the path over here, and then what we can do is we can do like this ride in between where the coaster is, like here. Seems pretty legit to me. It says I do not. Wait, what's over here? Hold on a second. What? Did I do this? If so, that was rather stupid. It's a bit of a waste of money, but I guess by now I am known for not being too efficient with it. This is, if I am even allowed to one place where the thing can go. And I guess over here too, you know, it doesn't matter that much. We just need something to be present there, you know. We need a bit of a spread for our rides. It's looking good. I like where this is going, you know, with this park. It's a bit tight on the money, so we can't go too crazy with everything. But already, I like the amount of money we're spending on scenery. I really approve of that. Now, let me see. I will not remove any more trees if I can avoid it, he says, and then it has to basically back himself into a corner. Alright, screw it. We'll have to remove this tree. Even more trees nominated for removal. Alright. Bit like this. You know what we can also add in like later on? Maybe a few jumping fountains. In the end, they are not really... Oh, come on. I mean, jumping fountains, I don't think they attract any guests to the park. But they certainly don't detract guests from the park either. You know, and that's good enough a reason for me to build a thing, you know, or a ride, or a piece of scenery. Does it detract from guests to the park? No? Okay, you're built. Now, apparently, I cannot entirely escape having to remove trees, as I was that clever that I've built the entrance, like in front of one. That seems pretty solid. Now then, we have that set up, open for business, I guess. Also, we had 2 mechanics, right? Yeah, we have 2 mechanics. Ooh, crap. Yeah, that's definitely something that we need. And let's see which handy dude is like the closest out here. I mean, I guess that would be you. You just got some extra work, mate. That's all I can say. You just got some extra work. Now, let's see. This is all sorted. I guess all we need to really give this is like a name. Why don't we call this the Great Indamajopolis? No, Damajopolis. Indamajopolis. It might have been inspired by some name somewhere in some town in some big country, you know? As for the colors, though, we'll stick with red and white. Why not? And what we can do then, you know, is get some, because this will be like really fitting for the style of the park. Look. That's cool, right? So now you're basically in the middle of this ultra-urban area. Yeah, I like it. Now, how is the profits of our park? Yeah, we're going up ever so slightly again, and this is all still making a good amount of money. The big question is though, how did it help? You've got to be kidding me! We're only 100th off. That's easily fixed. I see that this is the fountain of salvation. And if it's not, then what we will do is let's have like a the back of a building on top of this. So you go into the basement of a town hall. And if that doesn't do it, which game I hope that does do it, I'll add 2 more bushes over there. Come on now, game. This is the moment where you show me that scenery works. Now, towns aren't just all about, you know, buildings. You also need to have some green. And I see something cool about a park that is done over there. So, let me get some trees in line with like how the park is. Something like that. So that one seems to be misplaced. Look at that, guys. We fixed it. Yay! So now that we got this fixed, the current status quo is that we have, I do believe, 3 coasters done out of the 10. So we're getting there, and the money's looking good too. And we have not neglected the obligation that we have, at least to ourselves, to have this look like a town proper. Yeah, guys, I think this is looking rather okay over here, and we are gonna improve it even further. You know what we can do, by the way, you know, to help improve this even further? Let's make a toilet out here, because facilities are like quite far away from where the guests are over here. So I think it's a good idea to get like a toilet, and also, you know, get like a drink stall, and you know, just the whole jazz basically. Hold on a second. I believe you were rotated the right way. Okay, my bad. I thought it was facing the wrong side, but it wasn't. There. Very nice, very good. Okay, guys, so we're 3 out of 10 done, and I think that we are almost ready for the next coaster already over here. But I also think that we need to urbanize the area maybe a little bit more over here. And we also need to lay down a few more green works in the park, I feel. So yeah, we got quite a bit to do. We're gonna do all that and more next time when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.